Hello, everybody. My name's Dale, but I go by Local Fiend on the board. I'm going to go over some Doublecad XT tips for drawing model airplanes. This video is mainly to give Airhawk a leg up, but may be useful for anyone that's thought about drawing up plans but didn't want to try CAD on their own. I've already got a template started here. Template options for Doublecad are pretty simple if you wanted to start something new. Go to new. There's a bunch that are already set up for architectural garbage that we don't really care about at the moment. I like drawing on a white background, so there's normal white template. That's what you can use to start out. If you're of the metric persuasion, there you go. But anyway, first I'm going to cover inserting images to use as a reference. Really handy for putting in stuff like 3 views or other plans that you might want to tweak. I'm going to put in a picture of Airhawk's design and a couple other things just to show you what can be done. So go up to Insert, Raster Image Reference, and from File. Then go track down your file. Use all these different image types that are acceptable. So here we go. Just took a screenshot of Airhawk's Swift conversion. First click starts it, and you can draw it to whatever size looks good to you and make your second click. And there's your image. I'm going to go ahead and quickly add some more images here, just for reference later and to show you what can be done. There we go, a 3 view. Okay, cool thing about CAD is that you can set things at a scale and then draw things to scale. So an easy way to make things to scale is to use a measurement dimension tool. And up here on dimension, CAD has a bunch of different options. I'm going to use the parallel tool. It's just the distance between 2 points. Nice and simple. So click this. I'm going to use a bloody barren wing. I'm going to go in here and take a measurement off of the little scale markers that Spawns drew on his plans. So first click, go to the end, second click, and I'm at 3.51 inches for the size. That means I need to go up quite a bit. Move this out of the way. And the easy way to do this, select everything, and then you can stretch the size of the image. So okay, so when you are resizing an image, if you're not careful, you can change the ratio between the width and height. You can see here I could flatten this image all out, and you don't want that. Hit Control Z for undo. If you want to keep the ratio the same when you're scaling an image or a set of lines that you've drawn for your plan, whatever. Once you've clicked the corner to resize, hold down Shift, and it will lock the aspect ratio, and then you can just change the size. So I need to go up quite a bit. Let's see. There we go, 5 inches. I need to go up 1 more inch. There we go, 6 inches. So now everything on here should be to scale. You can do the same kind of thing on a 3 view. Say you've got a P47 here, and say you wanted to start drawing up plans for that. Let's go to the dimension tool, and easiest way to do this is to go off wingspan. Figure out what wingspan you're going to want. So let's use our measuring tool and figure out how wide the wingspan is now. 11.21 inches. Let's scale it up to something like the size of the Spitfire, FT Spitfire. That's quite a bit bigger. 46. 41.95. I'm aiming for 42. 42.05. Close enough for government work. So there you go. Now your wingspan is set at 42 inches, and you can go and start using the various draw tools to start drawing your design. Let's look over here at Airhawk's Swift Baron. Looks like you know what you want to do. I'm going to show you how to make things a little bit easier. The nice thing about drawing lines in CAD is that you can draw absolute lengths, and you can make everything square and straight. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So let's grab the line tool here. All this does is draw a line from one point to the other. Various options up here above for colors, thicknesses, line styles, all that kind of thing. I'll make the line a little thicker. And we're just going to draw a straight line. So click on your starting point. And the same thing that we did before to keep the aspect ratio can also be done to make your lines straight. If you hold down Shift, it'll lock your lines to horizontal or vertical planes. Then you can have a straight line. So you can hold down Shift and make your line as long as you want. You can also go in, and I'm holding Shift. I got my length here. I'm going to let go of Shift, and you can press Tab on the keyboard, and that will let you swap between all the various options you've got. So I can go and make the length exactly 10 inches and put my angle back at 0 and hit enter, and then there you go, a line that's exactly 10 inches and exactly level. Okay, the other need to know thing about the line tool are snaps. You go up here to modes and snaps. There's a bunch of different options here. These are all the defaults. And what snaps do are when you go to draw another line, or a square, or a circle, or whatever, it will snap to the end of something. So if I were to go and highlight this, and you'll see the little triangle form and all the vertical and horizontal lines, that means it's going to snap right onto that endpoint. So these lines meet right up together. So I can draw another line. Let's say I wanted it 1 inch, 90 degrees. And there we go. You can turn your snaps on and off, because sometimes you might not want it snapping, and endpoints, middle points, centers of lines. There's a whole bunch of different options to play with there, but it's really useful when you go to draw something. Another handy feature, let's say I wanted to draw another line starting at the middle here, and I want it to end at the exact same point as this line here. You can use your snaps to your advantage there. So go this, it highlights it, and adds this little line. And I don't know if you can see it well on the video, but there's another little triangle. And if I were to click, this line would run straight in with this pink construction line. And let's say I want it exactly parallel to this line below. I could hold down Shift, and then there we go. Click, and it is exactly in line with the other. That helps you keep all your drawings square. Click. Get your little pink line, hold Shift. And yeah, just draw to your heart's content. You can play around with stuff. Go and select a line and change its color after the fact. Change the style. Whatever you want to do. That's almost all you need to do for most airplanes. There's not a lot of complicated curves or anything, but curves are easy to do as well. Let's say you wanted to trace the outline of a wing to start drawing something. There's this spline tool, and that's just a curved line. And let's make it something easy to see. Green, nice and thick. Okay. Let's go in here. I'm going to estimate the center point of the wing. Click. Now, what's cool about this is you can just start clicking along a curved line and it will automatically start curving that for you. Just go in and add your points. It's a little more art than science, but after a little bit of playing around, you can trace things, and complex curves that change are no longer a big deal. Let's see here. And double click to finish the line. So, cool. Let's go and add a straight line to finish that top section of the wing. And snaps are playing for us. So we started. And there we go. We've got a wing outline started. And the other handy thing about CAD is you can mirror stuff that you've already drawn. So let's select these two lines, the curved and the straight. Go up to Modify and Mirror. And you can select a point where you want the line to be mirrored. And you can select an angle. Hold Shift. If you got a line straight up and down here, if I click again, it will mirror everything that's here over onto this other side. So there we go. Click. And there we go. One whole completed wing section. Okay, I'd like to cover one more quick tip that may help you guys out. A couple little keyboard commands that are handy when you're cruising along drawing something. So, select our line tool and say we're going to start drawing a line. And I'm tracing something or drawing something and going along. And every time I click, it just continues on where I left off. Now say that I put this last line in the wrong spot. Just hit backspace, pop, and it leaves a little pink overlay there for a second of where your line was, but erases it, so you can go and put it somewhere else. You can go back multiple steps. I think there's something in the options as to how many steps you can undo, but I think it starts out at like 100 or something, so you're pretty safe. The other thing, let's go, I've got my design here, and I want to be done. Hit escape, and it unselects the tool, and then you're free to go and choose whatever new tool you want to use next.